All right, so ladies and gentlemen, my people, how are they on this beautiful afternoon? Chelsea fans, champions of the world, the king of football. Oyami could have gathered here. Match preview of that game that is coming up tomorrow between Chelsea and Sunderland, 3 p.m. tomorrow. You don't want to miss it. And trust me, it is going to be a cracker and a banger. Baba, you shockalize me, oh, make I start from here. When I check the Premier League table and I discover that both Chelsea and Sunderland, the two of us, we gather did the same point. We gather the drag for, I think we did sixth, is it fifth or fifth position? I would did, them they did seven. Since we are around fifth position, let me quickly do my findings. May not be say, I come here to come to talk rubbish. But this Sunderland, this Sunderland, I can't dey wonder say no be the Sunderland wey come back from relegation just some few days ago. Na dem wan come dey drag table with Chelsea. But anyway, it is what it is. Shout out to them. Their owners have strengthened the team. I mean, way back at when Sunderland went down to relegation, I could remember there was a time they went as low as going down to like Division 2 or 3. But anyway, they are now back in the Premier League now, and it is now time for them to face Chelsea. There are some memories that can never leave my head, some PTSD that I've gotten from Sunderland. And when I wanted to make this match preview, I was, digressing, and I just didn't remember. I said I go talk about them. First Sunderland player will give me PTSD as a Chelsea fan, as a young Chelsea fan, way back at around 2006, 2007. Was Delap, I been a Delap, I be waiting that they call that guy man name. Some of our old men, we say I don't take for this footballing year. You get the point now. When I don't spend 30, 40 years for this footballing thing. Even before TV come, I try for una come up for una hair because of this small history where I won't talk. Delap, that brother gave me one PTSD that year that I can never ever forget. Running out of sneaking come up for house, I sneak come up for house. Go watch that ball for Sport House. That time Sport House still that time they just dey come, you still fresh that time. Thief my mama money, go watch Sunderland. Delap carry ball, put ball inside that his shirt, clean the ball, throw the ball like this, and they use it to score against Chelsea. And I think they defeat us that very year. PTSD. I still got home, I still chop cane. So because of that thing, when I run me that year, because of that thing, Sunderland when I run me that year. Tomorrow I must collect. My head go fight for me tomorrow. And now let's leave that one aside. Another PTSD I had from Sunderland is Gyan. Asamoah Gyan. I be waiting with this Ghanaian guy man. This Ghanaian brother will miss penalty for World Cup against Uruguay. When the Papa was still playing there was a day he scored against us. I think Fernando Torres and all of those ones. They did Chelsea around that period. He scored against us and he can't go to do that in dance. Some of them I don't remember. These are some of the PTSD that Sunderland has given us so far so good. But outside those ones that I just mentioned right now, there are teams where we say we dey operate them where we dey operate who be Sunderland for where we dey, especially coming down to Stamford Bridge. We dey operate them where. So tomorrow is not gonna be exceptional. That kind of operating, that kind, whenever Chelsea want to deal with this Sunderland, we sabi deal with the easy. 3 goals, 4 goals, that is history. But anyway, let us talk about the now. Sunderland are in a very good position and they are playing exceptionally well. They don't strengthen their team. And Enzo Maresca even gave their manager kudos during his press conference. We are still going to talk about that. Tomorrow game is a game that Chelsea have to win. I don't care whoever they be. We've been in a very, very good form, winning 4 straight games. Tomorrow is going to make it our 5th game won in a row, because I know that we are going to win that game come tomorrow. There is nothing the devil from the pit of hell can do against it. Somebody shout amen. Yeah, that reminds me. When I never like this video, you don't watch am, you never even like, and you don't laugh. You never like the video, you have to tap the like button for me. Thank you very much. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And also help me tap the subscribe button as we continue with this match preview. Tomorrow, I'm expecting Chelsea to do these people strong thing, run them strong. That form wey be say the thing say they dey. Let us show them that no, you are now back to the Premier League. Fine, if you look at some of their games, so far so good this season. I think they've won 5 games, and I think with some draws, and that's incredible for them. And I feel like Sunderland are a team that they feel no return back to relegation, at least not for this season. because the way they are playing right now, you can see that they've empowered their team. They have a Adingra, they have Shaka. I mean, it's incredible. But anyway, let us just leave that one for one side. It doesn't matter how brilliant they might have been. Coming down to Stamford Bridge tomorrow have to be a nightmare for them. Anyway, let us quickly get into... I feel like saying, you get my point. Anyway, let us get into Enzo Maresca's press conference. But I coined out some 5 things we said we about talk today. Number 1, they asked Enzo Maresca about the injury update, and Enzo Maresca said the injury remains the same thing. The players that are injured, they still remain there. Players in the likes of Badiashile and Levi Kowi, those ones, they're still in the hospital. But there's a very, very big, good news for every Chelsea fans today. As I speak to you right now, Liam Delap is now back with the full squad. Enzo Maresca make it clear that Liam Delap is back. He will not be playing tomorrow, but surely he will be ready to play for that next game after tomorrow. That our game that is coming up against Wolves. Liam Delap is going to be ready to take on that game. Beautiful. Shout out to Liam Delap for pushing his body back. You can clearly see these are the kind of player that I love. In the first instance, they told us that the guy is going to be back around November. Then me, I don't even conclude, say, okay, if the guy return back around November, probably he's not going to get match fitness until around December. And look at it now. Enzo Maresca is already saying it at press conference that he's ready, but not for tomorrow game, but the one after tomorrow. Big thumb up to Liam Delap, and I'm very, very happy to see him back. This is our Diego Costa of our time. This is a very, very good one. Big ups to Liam Delap. Now, moving on now. They ask Enzo Maresca on how he has been improving on these our young players, because there's no doubt these guys improve day in, day out. And I love Enzo Maresca's response so much. And, I still can't understand one other thing out of the quality that Enzo Maresca has that a lot of our past managers did not have. Enzo Maresca said, see, this is not about young players. We have some players that are even older in the squad. Tosin is the oldest, and he has not been playing for quite some numbers of games. But he has to understand that everybody cannot play at once. We have 22 players, but only 11 can start the game. And only 5 substitutions can be made. So every player cannot play. However, on how we've been improving them, well, we've been helping them in training. And even after the training, we've been dedicating time with some of these our players. And you see, the reason why I said some of our past managers did not have this quality. When Victor Moses, make I digress a little bit. When Victor Moses left Chelsea during the era of Sarri, for those of now who remember. After Victor Moses left, he complained that for a whole season, Mauricio Sarri did not have a one-on-one conversation with him. And as if that is not enough, not only on Sarri. When Antonio Conte was there, John Obi Mikel also complained that the reason why he left Chelsea is because Antonio Conte, for a whole season, Antonio Conte did not have one-on-one conversation with them. But look at Enzo Maresca. But here is Enzo Maresca saying that even after every section, we dedicate more time for some of these players. For their training is now over, let us just sit down together, have a one-on-one conversation together. Things like that makes you have a good rapport. No be say boundary go come dey is the gaffer, we cannot talk. You get the point now. I love that about Enzo Maresca, and this is a very, very good one. Those players that he knows that he might not have conversation with them for a long period, or for a whole season, he don already push them out of the squad. Na then dey the bomb squad, na then they train alone, like Sterling and Axel Disasi, they dey there. Big ups to Enzo Maresca. Anyway, let us move on right now. On top Sunderland, Enzo Maresca was also full of praise for them. Enzo Maresca said he has been watching their games since last season. He said he loved Championship football so much because he was there with Leicester City for 1 year. And he said since then he has been watching Championship game. We cannot talk another thing. He said, fine, you might be watching the Premier League and the UEFA Champions League, but for him, he still watched the Championship football. And he has seen the incredible work that Sunderland head coach that was employed last season, he has seen the incredible work that the man has been doing. So, big ups to him from Enzo Maresca. So, apparently, now when we say Enzo Maresca don't already know their coach, he don't already the watch and Tete, I think we don't have problem in, one or two style where we say Sunderland, if you won't bring for us that tomorrow. Anyway, moving on to McGill. They asked Enzo Maresca about McGill, and Enzo Maresca said, see, last week McGill approached him, and he said when McGill approached him, he told McGill that, bro, the reason why you've not been playing is simply because I don't like the way you are training. They can't ask Enzo Maresca, say, in what way you know like? He said, in every way. They say, has he been training bad? He said, Enzo Maresca said, in every way, everything he has been doing in the training, he has not been doing it well. Maresca na weary. Mind you, make I remind you now, say, before the international break, before the last international break, they asked Enzo Maresca about Magiu, and Enzo Maresca said Magiu is working hard in training. This coach said, you don't feel catch them like this. Anyway, it is what it is. He said after he told Magiu on what to do, Magiu has improved, is in training, and that is why he's getting more time right now. They asked him if he's going to be available for the game come tomorrow. Enzo Maresca said yes, he's going to be available. So hopefully, that's why I'm even going to have him in my own lineup. And on a final note, they asked Enzo Maresca about the Esteva William goal that was, the penalty that was given to him. And Enzo Maresca said, see, after the game, he called everybody. And then he stood in their middle. He told them that, fine, we won Ajax 5-1, and we are happy we scored a lot of goals. But what matters the most today was that goal that Enzo Fernandez, that penalty that Enzo Fernandez gave to Esteva William. That is the most important thing today, simply because it shows that we are one. There is oneness in this team. Nobody is fighting for penalty, unlike the other day where Noni Madueke and Nicolas Jackson and Malo Gusto, they are fighting on top penalty that Gallagher have to come in, despite the fact that Thiago Silva came to, you don't remember that situation. In fact, Esteva William did not even approach him for penalty. It was Enzo Fernandez that carried the penalty to go and give it to Esteva William by himself. So that is a very, very good one from, and I mean, shout out to Enzo Fernandez. I don't give him that big thumb up, and shout out to Enzo Maresca for also giving him that is big shout out. Anyway, that is that about Enzo Maresca's press conference today. Now, let us now talk about that game tomorrow. You see, I'm going to be surprised if Chelsea did not win that game by a very good goal margin. Tomorrow, I'm going to be very, very surprised. It doesn't matter what type of form that, or whatever form that Sunderland think they might have been. This is time to play against the champions of the world. We have to show them. Wetin make Man U defeat Sunderland? Wetin make Man U say they flog them? Man U defeat them because the last year I checked, Manchester United defeat them 2-0. Wetin make Man U they win those ones? So I'm going to be surprised if the scoreline tomorrow ended 1-0 or 2-0. I'm going to be. There is absolutely nothing else to think about other than Chelsea just go there and win tomorrow. Period. And simple. This is the period whereby we can count all of the points that we need all of those points. Right now, we are not yet in the Champions League spot. And we are already approaching December. Everybody is now counting their points. It is time for us to cut these 3 points against Sunderland. We've been in an incredible run. Our boys have been putting up an incredible run. Tomorrow must not be an exceptional. Malo Gusto is on suspension for now. He's not going to be available. So definitely it is going to be Captain Reece James that is going to be available tomorrow. And let us just quickly get into my scoreline. I say my scoreline. Into my lineup for that game come tomorrow. Now you see for screen. So I have Robert Sanchez in goal post. I have Mark Cucurella at the left-hand side. I have Chalobah and Achiempong. It has to be Achiempong, please. Achiempong has been in a good form, in a good run. Don't kill that momentum. Let that guy continue. If there is a need for a substitution, I'll be for change. Then Maresca can improvise later. But for me, Achiempong have to start that game tomorrow. Wetin make Achiempong play against Liverpool? Who can be Sunderland where you no go fit play? I beg. Then at the right hand side, it has to be Captain Reece James. In the middle, it has to be Moses Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez. Shout out to Enzo Maresca for resting all of these players. Since last week against Nottingham Forest, some players rested, and against Ajax, some also, in fact, a lion's share of our players also rested. Shout out to him for resting players. Now our boys are expected to approach that game fresh, with freshness. That's why I'm so confident that they're no born Sunderland, Papa, tomorrow. Anyway, for me, Moses Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez in the midfield. At the number 10, I want to see Joao Pedro there. I think Esteva William should be rested tomorrow. Even if he's going to come in, let him come in at the second half. But let me just see Joao Pedro at the number 10 position. Let Romeo Lavia to bench. Me that one to sit down for bench more. You don't play plenty game lately. May you don't come go break for leg again and manage you. They manage them. Then I think I want to see Jamie Gittins at the left-hand side, simply because, a lot of people have been coming after me, say, I know Sabi watch ball. Jamie Gittins was the man of the match against Ajax, and I refuse to give him his flower. Let us see him in action again tomorrow. Let us see if he can continue with the momentum. Then I'll come outside publicly and apologize for the guy. Then at the right-hand side, of course, it has to be Pedro Neto. But I observe one thing, that lately, if Enzo Maresca start Pedro Neto at the right-hand side, then probably later they can bring in probably an Esteva William. They can shift Pedro Neto to the left-hand side. Pedro Neto, they perform well for the left-hand side, past the right-hand side. Who else observed that thing? But anyway, let's just leave it like this for tomorrow. And up front, as far as say Enzo Maresca don't confirm say McGill is going to be available, I'm going to be putting McGill there. Let me know what your own lineup is going to be. For my own prediction, I'm going to be giving them 4-1. I think Chelsea will not keep clean sheet tomorrow simply because Sunderland have been in a very good form. So I think they might score a goal tomorrow, but I think Chelsea will score 3 goals. Altogether, it is going to be an high-scoring game tomorrow. I'm very, very confident of that because watching from the game of Sunderland that I've seen so far so good this season, they've been an attacking, more of attacking. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, all together, let me know what your own prediction is going to be. Please tap the like button and subscribe. And I'm going to see you guys later.